Hello, this is the not the Levite family homestead edition. This is me making a video of what I've done in my garden to record it so that I'll have a record of what things look like on this day. And I'm going to turn it around and start. Then I might talk a little bit when I get finished. I might not. Okay, I've got to stop this because I hate it. Okay, here we are. These are my tomatoes. I've got two of them. Squirrels or something got to my plants up here. But I've got two of these plants left, and I really do want the plants, and I want them to do well. These are seeds that I started. This is Mortgage Lifter tomatoes, and I've only got two of them. I don't even know where my other pot of them went. My other two pots. That's my bell peppers. Nothing. This is pumpkins for pies and butternut squash and zucchini. Nothing. Squirrels got them. They love these seeds. The others, I'm not sure what happened to them. Oh wait, that may be a pepper right there. It looks sad. Anyway, we've got some more peppers to take their place, some golden bell peppers or something. We went over to Big R yesterday and picked them up along with some more tomato plants. I am growing more than tomatoes and peppers, but I'll show you those first. These are some peppers that we bought at the store over at Big R, and it's not Big R anymore, I know that, but it'll always be Big R to me. These are jalapeno and wax, Hungarian wax, and I don't know which is which, so we'll figure it out when they start making peppers. These are Celebrity tomatoes. And these have there it is, one little tomato on it, but it's got some more blooms on it. And this has it's down there somewhere. There it is. One little tomato. This actually has two. There's one next to it. I don't see the blooms on this one. There they are. They're tiny. They're not opened up showing the color. But anyway, those are my celebrities, and I bought 4 more celebrities yesterday. And these are those. In my pots, I have a variety of pots that we've collected at different places. Some of them came from Schultz's when they closed. They said come and get them. Some of them had something else in them. These I bought, and they're some kind of woven fat fiber. I don't know what it is, but we'll see how well they hold up, how long they last, but they were cheap. They're the biggest one, and I think the best ones. The plastic ones are supposed to drain out the bottom. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. You know, that sort of thing. These drain all over, and they do wonderful. My potting soil is a mixture of potting soil, manure, and peat. And it's doing great keeping the water moist, the dirt moist. Water, of course it's moist. It keeps the dirt moist longer. Watering plants is our biggest problem here with container gardening. but because of the squirrels and everything else, you pretty much have to do container gardening. We do have an earth bed, a very small one. I'm going to try planting some beans and peas in and see how they do. But we have to water everything here. Anyway, and this is the answer to my watering problem. These bottles, glass ones do better than plastic. Plastic will work. Fill them up, drill a hole in the cap, put it on, fill them up, and then put the cap on. And then just stick them in the dirt like you're planting them. And it lets a little bit of water in at a time. I will add extra water occasionally, but it's not very often. This one doesn't. See, these are my Chinese cabbage. And don't they look good? I'm so happy about my Chinese cabbage. I've got about 8 pots of them here, but they're doing real good. Some of them don't have the water, so I do have to watch them. But because of the peat, they're not drying out as fast as they would have. Also, because of the peat and whatever I was going to say, completely left my mind, so I'll move on. Here are my onions. They were originally planted in April, and some of them did good. A couple of the pots had the water bottles in them. They did good. A couple of the pots didn't have water. Several of the pots didn't have water bottles. And we had to go to Mississippi for almost a week. And they didn't sprout. They didn't do anything. They had to have 1 or 2 little sprouts, but they weren't growing. So I went and filled in all of the others where the onions didn't grow, and then they started sprouting too. But that's how it is. That's the plastic ones there, and that's glass. This is my okra. It was supposed to go in the garden directly to, well, transplant it to the garden, but that didn't happen either. Hadn't happened yet anyway. It's still not too late. Or I may just leave it here and see what happens. Over here on my other table, and we call this our grow table, the other's the picnic table. This is our grow table. And I told Lewis we call it the grow table because that's easier than saying the table with plants on it. But anyway, here's the carrots that I transplanted yesterday. We're going to see how those do. And here, I'm kind of excited about them. Some more carrots. Bell peppers that we bought yesterday. These are Sunbell. They're the yellow bell peppers. This is my bok choy. This is my bok choy with something extra growing in it. I think that's sunflower, but I'm not sure. These don't have the water bottles. We'll look and see if we can find some small ones to fit in there. That's my sunflower again, but that's my bok choy. And now that it's gotten transplanted, it's starting to do well too. So we're all excited about it. I have the copper coils in most of the pots, not all of them. We're seeing how electroculture works out. Excuse me. Electroculture is an electric. It's not plugged in anywhere, but it's supposed to take the ions or something to do with the air and convert it into energy that will benefit the plants. And that's what we're working on now. And that's about it, I think. Let me see if I can see our fish over here. There's my goldfish. We've got a wire covering over it because we lost a couple of them a few weeks ago. But these that are left are lively. They're looking for something to eat. They know I came to feed them, except I didn't.
Explain why they're under a fence?
I explained why they're under the fence. We think it was a bird. Possibility it was a cat that grabbed them. I think it was a bird, but there's 2 of them that are missing. We do have hawks in this area. They usually go after the little tiny birds, but this time I think they went after the fish. These are, that's my wiggly plant. It's a wygeia, but, or however they say it, I don't know. And it's got some weeds growing up in it, but that's okay. I go between loving the wygeia, the wiggly plant, as we call it, and hating it. It's a coneflower. It's another one. Got, excuse me for making you sick with the camera, a couple of big mounds of the coneflower over there. I really love my coneflower. Let me see if I can get this turned back around and I'll finish talking to you. Me and Lewis are not gardeners.
We're not homesteaders.
We're not homesteaders. We're just enjoying life, and I do like growing plants in the containers. I like growing them in the garden, but I don't like bending over at all. My back can't take that anymore. Started to say I'm too old for that. I don't think I'm too old. I think my back doesn't.
And it's a long walk out to the garden.
My back just doesn't make me happy. But that's that. I don't have any words of wisdom. Don't have any tips. I don't have any advice. I can't tell you the best thing to grow a big plump tomato. Can't do any of that, but I can say I'm enjoying it. I'll leave you now. Y'all have a good day. Bye-bye.